Alright, finally, last video, I'll be able to finish this last page. So I can only make 15-minute videos unless I pay, and I don't pay for it. Alright, so anyways, we need to, among the triangles below, there are some similar triangles, so we need to find the pairs. So again, we know we have a few different ways. So I have AA similarity, I have SAS similarity, and we have SSS similarity. So those are the ways that we are looking. So if I look, I don't have any with all three sides. These two right here, I've got some sides, and I do have the angle in the middle as marked, so I can try for those two things to be SAS. So if I have that, we can go ahead and compare. So if they're going to work, the biggest side has to go with the biggest side, so the smallest side has to go with the smallest side. So again, definitely not to scale. Don't be freaked out by that. So if I have the angle in the middle, my biggest side is 15 over 10, which is going to simplify to 1.5. And then I also, if I have 15 over 10, I need to say 9 over 6, which is 1.5. So those are the same proportions, so I would be able to say that these triangles here are going to be similar by SAS similarity. So we have that. Alright, so then if I take a look at some of the other ones, we can see, so I guess if I name that, I can say triangle GHI is similar to triangle, so if I say GHI, I need to then be able to call it DFE. So triangle DFE, so we can say that those are similar by SAS similarity. So there's one set that we have. So then I guess if I look, I'll just start with the right. So I have an arc with one tick mark, and I have an arc with 3. So if I have that and any of the other ones, I can say they're similar. So I actually do an arc with 1 and an arc with 3. So I can go ahead and say that those triangles are similar. So if I name this one triangle MNO is similar. If I call it MNO, I need the 3, and then I need the 1, and then in this case there's nothing, so I just need the 3 to the 1, and then also in that case there's nothing. So I can say triangle MNO is similar to triangle ABC, and we would know that that is the case by AA similarity. So we can look, make sure there's no other ones with 3 and 1. So this one doesn't have 3 and 1, so I can't do anything with that. That one doesn't have 3 and 1, so it looks like the only one that this is similar with is this one. So also 3 and 1, but let's go ahead and compare here. So I've got a 2 arc. I've got an arc with 2 tick marks and an arc with 1. So if I look, I've got an arc with 1, so those are going to be the same. Again, definitely not to scale, but the way they're marked, those are the same. And then I also have ones with 2. So I can technically say that these two triangles are going to be similar by our angle. E and L are the same, and D and J are the same. So we would have, I call that one JLK triangle. I need to make sure J has the 1, so that's D that matches up with it. And then L's got the 2 arcs, so that is E. And then we have F. So that's another triangle similarity, and that's going to be AA similarity. So we have those 3 so far. So let's just double check. This one actually has a 2, and that one has a 2, and it also has the 2 arcs and the 2 arcs. So actually, this one is also going to be similar to that one. So that's another one that I could say. So I can say triangle JKL is similar. So if I say J, I actually don't have one with that marking over here, so that's going to be matching up with G. And then I have L, which is going to match up with I. Or sorry, K. K was next, my bad. K is one with 2 arcs, so I need H. So GH, and then lastly L, 2 arcs, is going to match up with I. So we have another one, and we know that that's going to be by AA similarity. So I actually have 4 sets within these triangles that are similar. Alright, next one, probability. To help boost their healthy eating habits, Elise and Haley are getting creative making juices. They're going to put fruits and vegetables in an ice chest and then close their eyes to randomly pick fruits and vegetables to blend into juice. They hope to create something new and delicious. So in A, the ice chest can hold 18 pieces of fruit for the first drink. Elise and Haley want the probability of picking a carrot to be about 40%. How many carrots should they put in? So if there's 18 pieces of fruit, we definitely know that that's going to be our denominator. If I want it to be 40%, we're going to put that as a fraction. So 40% is 40 over 100. And if I'm trying to figure out how many carrots, I'm going to put an x in there. So I can cross multiply. I have 100x. And then 18 times 40 is going to give us 720. Go ahead divided by 100 divided by 100, x equals 7.2. I definitely can't have 0.2 of a caret in there, so we're going to approximate and say 7 carats. I don't want to round up 7.2, so we're going to say 7. So then in B, for a second drink, there are 2 red apples, 5 apricots, 1 mango, 2 red tomatoes, 1 red grapefruit, 4 bananas, 2 nectarines, and 1 peach. What's the probability expressed as a percent for the first piece to be red? So first off, we need to figure out how many total pieces there are. So 7, 8, 10, 11, 15, 17, 18 total pieces. And then I need to figure out red. So I've got 2 red apples, I've got 2 red tomatoes, and I got 1 red grapefruit. So we have 5 total red. It says to convert or write it as a percent, so I need to change that into a decimal. So 5 divided by 18 is going to be this, and if it's a percent, I'm going to move it twice. So it would be 27. I'm going to round, so 27.8%. So that's going to be about 27.8%. So it says as a percent, so we want to go ahead and do that. So in C, Haley loves pomegranates, so she adds 7 pomegranates to the bin. In part B, what is the probability expressed as a percent of the first fruit that will pick a pomegranate? So she has 18, she adds 7 because there are no other pomegranates in there. So we're going to have 25 total fruit. If she adds 7, those are the only 7 we have in there. So 7 divided by 25. So if I go ahead and put that into our calculator, 7 divided by 25 is 0.28. Super easy. We don't have to worry about rounding. Move our decimal 2 spots to be 8%. So we end up with 28% of getting a pomegranate. And the last question is just to check. I think all of you have realized by now the closure has just the answers in the back of the chapter for you to be able to check, but then I guess to be able to see the work, you'd have to look at what I post on Google Classroom. Hopefully this was helpful. Again, you can watch whatever you need to. So test Wednesday as long as we have school tomorrow, being Tuesday. So we will see you all in class.